So basically, since the time I was really, really young, I've struggled with anxiety, even all the way back when I was like 2 years old. I struggled with having anxiety attacks, and I would get to the point to where sometimes I would be throwing up in the night. My anxiety would get so bad. And then I'd go through, long periods of time where I wouldn't have it, and then it'd come back again, and I wouldn't have it, and then it'd come back again. And so that's kind of been the trend of my life. And I became a Christian in my 20s, and that was just an incredible experience. Getting to know God has been by far the best thing that's ever happened to me. But the Lord wanted to still purge this anxiety habit out of me. And because He wants me to have perfect peace, He wants me to have perfect trust. He wants us all to have that.
Amen.
A couple years ago, I was under a lot of stress, and my anxiety was just starting to get really high. And one day I had gotten the thought that I had gone too far to be forgiven. Maybe I had committed the unpardonable sin. And that was the beginning of a cycle of panic attacks that started that I just could not seem to get myself out of. So when that started, I wasn't sleeping at night. I was going 2 to 3 days without sleeping. And then sometimes I would just fall asleep for like 5 hours just out of sheer exhaustion. I wasn't eating much, and I was struggling taking care of my kids. It was really intense. And I think because I wasn't sleeping and everything, and because I was, not eating and things like that, it really exacerbated the anxiety, and it was just out of control. And so I woke up one morning, and I was so desperate. I cried out to God, and I said, God, I need a token of your love today. Like, I need you to show me that you're here, because it was terrifying going through all of that. So that day I was supposed to go to Coeur d'Alene to go to a seminar at church there called Faith Camp. And I thought, God's going to give me a token of His love there. I'm going to go there, and maybe I'll hear a message or something that I know is from Him to me. And so I was hopeful. And then I got a call from my sister, and she said that she was kind of having a hard day, and so I asked her if she wanted to spend the day together. And so instead of going to Coeur d'Alene, I went an hour in the other direction to Bonners Ferry. And so we spent the day together. We took the kids to a pool place so that they could swim. I remember when I was driving to Bonners Ferry, I thought to myself, how is God going to give me a token of His love in Bonners Ferry today? And but I was like, I know He will. I need Him, and I'm desperate. So anyway, we're at the pool place, and I walked into the bathrooms there. There on the shelf was a letter in an envelope, and I've got it here. It says, please read. And I knew that it was for me. And I didn't even know what was inside of it, but I knew that it was for me. And so I opened it up, and I just started crying because it said, I just want you to know how much the King is in love with you. And He has never not been in love with you. He knows every hair on your head, and He gave His Son to die for you. It was such an amazing experience of God's love for me, and it really helped me to realize how personal our God is.
Amen.
And how He meets us where we're at.
What would you say to Abby's out there that were in the same position as you in that anxiety?
I would say that there's a letter out there for all of us. It's the Bible. I think that one of the lessons that the Lord has been trying to teach me is to take His word personally. And when He says, I will never leave you nor forsake you, that's what He means.
Amen.
And when He says that He has loved me with an everlasting love, that's what He means. And He means that for all of us. And so when we read His word, it is a letter. It's a letter from God to us. And sometimes it can be hard because our feelings tell us otherwise. Our feelings tell us that we're the worst sinner and we can't be forgiven. But we need to go to the Word and believe in what God says, not what our feelings say, and maybe not even what others say.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.